Ladies, your cooter should never smell like fish, bitter, sour, or like curry. If you do a squat and you smell some funk coming from underneath that cooter, something is wrong, sis. You may tell yourself that it wasn't that bad and hop into the shower, but once you come out and you smell that same funk, listen to your body and know that something is wrong. In today's video, I'll be giving you 10 feminine hygiene tips that every female should know in order to keep a fresh, healthy cooter. Tip number 1. Always keep the wolf wrapped up and strapped up. Men lie all the time and you never fully know what he could have going on the side. Everything that he has will be recycled through you if you do not keep it strapped up. That includes STDs and infections. And what's scary about this is that some STDs are silent, meaning that he could be carrying that thing around for months without knowing he has anything. And the only way you find out is when you start leaking a yellow discharge. So keep it wrapped up. Also, don't let everyone stick their wolf inside of you. Doing this is so dangerous, ladies, for the simple reason, if you catch something, you won't know who gave it to you. And of course, you're not going to go around questioning every wolf because then, hey, they're going to think, oh, she's been hanging around the block. She's been with X, Y, and Z. Oh, she's this and that. So it's not even worth it. Stick to one wolf and keep it wrapped up. Tip number 2, keep a balanced diet. Your cookie should never smell fishy or bitter or strong. To avoid this, try not to consume too much red meat. Red meat is hard for the body to digest because it's so fatty. This fat mingles with the bacteria in your digestive system, which produces fatty acids. These fatty acids are then released through the body in the form of strong-smelling odor, sweat, and gas. Studies have shown that your body can begin to produce strong odors in as little as 2 hours from the time that you eat that red meat. Also, stay away from strong-smelling foods like asparagus, garlic, and curry that can also make your kuka smell down there. So please, eat these things in moderation. Instead, you should try to eat a load of fruits and vegetables. They'll keep you smelling fresh and sweet, and also they'll make you taste good too. No, it is not a myth. Tip number 3, wear panty liners. I love panty liners. I keep them in my purse, in my car, and in my office. The purpose of panty liners is to absorb everyday vaginal discharge, sweat, and unexpected light period flows. Panty liners are so awesome because they are so thin that you don't even know they're there. And you can change them multiple times throughout the day so that you're not constantly having to change your panties. Tip number 4, stay away from the sugar. Bacteria thrives on sugar, and when you consume too many sweets, you can trigger a yeast infection. This is because when you have too much sugar, your body cannot get rid of it. This sugar makes its way through your body and eventually to your kuka. This creates a breeding ground for bacterial overgrowth, causing a yeast infections. Now, yeast infections are very common. About 75% of women get one at some point in her life, but you can control it through cutting back on your sugar. Tip number 5, stay hydrated. Now, I know I say this often, but water is an essential to a fresh smelling cooter. When you are dehydrated, your body odor is intensified. This is why your urine will turn dark yellow and smelly, and why your breath will stink as well. If you don't like plain water, add lemon, strawberries, cucumbers, whatever it is, stay hydrated. And you don't have to just drink water. You can try green juices, coconut water, cranberry juice. Having fluids in your system helps keep your body odor diluted. Number 6, wipe from front to back. You never want to wipe from the back of your cooter to the front because you'll be bringing feces and other bacteria into her space, and she needs her own space. She cleans herself. She likes her space. She likes air. So never bring what's back there to the front. And remember, the front of the cooter is the clean part and the back is the dirtier part. So always front to back, top to bottom. Tip number 7, wear breathable underwear. Your cookie is naturally moist because of its normal secretions. To make these secretions evaporate, you need to wear breathable clothes that allow airflow. Bacteria loves warm, moist, and dark environments. This is why thongs, silk, and spandex underwear are breeding grounds for bacterial overgrowth. To avoid this, wear cotton panties. Cotton is a breathable fabric which helps keep your cookie dry. I know some people think they look like granny panties, but understand this is what's best for you. On the other hand, silk and seamless panties can trap in moisture and sweat, causing a profound odor. If you still desire to wear silk panties, then at least make sure the center part where your kuka lays is cotton. I wanted to add, if you have a wolf appointment, you can wear the lingerie, you can wear the bodysuits, you can wear the thongs. However, this should not be worn on the day-to-day basis. Number 8, stay away from harsh scented soaps. Your cookie is an independent woman who cleans herself. She doesn't need a pH balancing soap that would disturb her natural flow. She does not need to be smelling like kiwis, mango, and passion fruit unless it's coming from the actual fruit you are eating. Scented soaps are okay on the rest of your body, but not for your cookie. You should only use a mild soap like a Dove bar and only wash the outside of your cooter. Never, ever, ever put soap in the cookie hole. This will cause irritation and so many problems, often throwing off her pH. Now, you do need to cleanse down there at least twice a day, especially if you are on your period. Your cooter produces discharge. It sweats. It gets moist. If you are letting all that build up for days on end, you will have a terrible odor. So wash her daily. Also, whatever you do, do not use a douche. Some people use all sorts of soaps and cleansers for inside the douche. However, this is the absolute worst thing that you can do for your cookie hole, because the douche pushes up bacteria and other menstrual debris back into the reproductive tract. This will ultimately lead to you developing pelvic inflammatory disease. So just let her do her thing. Number 9. Apple cider vinegar. Ladies, I'm about to put you up on game. If you don't already know, apple cider vinegar is an ancient old remedy used to neutralize odor and reduce bacteria overgrowth. This is also helpful if you are prone to getting yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis. This is because apple cider vinegar is a natural antimicrobial agent, basically meaning it stops the growth of bacteria. Simply add 2 cups of apple cider vinegar to your bath and soak for about 20 minutes. You can also use this remedy to clear out any remaining odor from your period, and it helps to naturally restore your pH balance. Although apple cider vinegar is great at treating itching and burning caused by yeast infections, you still need to see your doctor if you have an infection. Apple cider vinegar just treats the symptoms of the infection. It is not the cure. Tip number 10. Use flushable wipes. Now, this is a must for all women. Flushable wipes have honestly changed the game for me. Our cookies have so many nooks and crannies that are difficult to properly cleanse with a regular tissue paper. So, flushable wipes will help you stay fresh all day by really removing all the discharge and residue. But whatever you do, stay away from Summer Eve's wipes. They change your pH balance. Instead, use a gentle baby wipe that will assist in maintaining your pH. And remember, when wiping your cookie, wipe from front to back. And lastly, I know I said 10 tips, but a bonus tip is to use the restroom often. Empty your bladder often. If you hold your pee, you will get a UTI, and these are not fun. They burn, they hurt, and they cause a lot of discomfort. So make sure you empty your bladder before you go to bed, when you wake up, and multiple times throughout the day. That's it, ladies. Those were my 11 tips on how to maintain a fresh smelling, healthy, clean, and tasty cooter. I really hope you found value in this video, and I want to know, what do you call your cooter? I call her my cooter, my cookie, my kuka. What do you call yours? Alright, ladies, I will see you in the comments, and as always, stay feminine. Mwah.